2003.
I mean, my daddy.
Me like to brace pan it. Me like to brace pan it. Brace pan it.
Amen. Me get the boy out of my life.
What if Shabba Ranks never ended at the peak of his career? What if Terro Fabulous never started having mental issues? What if Blak, Ryno, Gaza and J Capri got a chance to unlock their full potential? What you know, what I go on, my viewers and subscribers out in the world. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody doing good, hope everybody doing great and having a blessed day. I'm going to see the thumbnail and read the title. And you know, to the right now, we are counting down the top what if moment in dancehall. Now, some of the artists on the list are prestige dancehall veterans, while some are young dancehall prospects. But all at some point in time had a major mishaps that led to their unfortunate circumstances that derailed their career or ended it. So watch you know, stick around, stay tuned, get comfortable, grab some popcorn. In the meantime, between time, like the video, subscribe to the channel. As it stands right now, 87% of who is watching the video is not subscribed, so subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend to join the gang. Fam, I know that we got that all out of the way. Cue the intro.
Kaboom! You know it's Warlord representing what you know! The world I forget the stats you know. You know it's what you know, me da. And it's Warlord, Skystar leader. Kaboom! What you know.
When me a bend over, me a wine and catch. You just smile and flirt, I mean chop it and a work. You love how I reverse it. Just pull up to me bumper. Come in a your long black limousine.
Now kicking off the countdown, in the number 5 spot, we have the beautiful and also talented J Capri. Now in 2012, female dancehall artist J Capri would burst onto the music scene with the collaboration from dancehall veteran Charlie Blacks with the song Wine and Catch, which was produced by Russian, to whom she was also signed to under his Head Concussion label. The song was an instant hit in the dancehall space, which she would gain a major buzz and popularity, and then would follow that up with the song Pull Up to My Bumper, which was also a collaboration with dancehall artist Conscience. The following year she would also release Boom and Bend Over, and also her biggest solo hit to this date, Reverse It. And just like that, within just a little over 2 years, she managed to captivate and capture an audience and build a major fan base over in Europe, which she would tour constantly.
I'm always on tour, so maybe that's why I get it confused.
You're always on tour?
Yes, I'm on tour at least once a month. You know, I travel very often to Europe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So your fan base is mostly in Europe?
Mostly in Europe, yes. And I do a few small island shows, but that's the reason why I believe that I may not be out here.
Okay, so...
Now J Capri had her own style, her own sound, and also was in a lane of her own. And within just 3 years, she had managed to build a marvelous career and was a superstar in the making. Now that we come to an end on October the 23, 2015, J Capri was driving her BMW, lost control of the vehicle and crashed into a wall. She was later rushed to the University of the West Indies, where she reportedly underwent surgery after suffering from what is said to be a fractured skull as well as brain damage. After multiple surgeries and spending 2 weeks in the hospital, family, friends and fans was hoping for the best news, but instead got the worst possible news when it was announced that she had passed. Now, what if J Capri wasn't in that terrible accident that caused her untimely demise? Would she have fit in today's music? And the answer to that question is 100% yes. If you check the female artists that are out now, the Shensias, the Jada Kingdom, the Stark Ashley, that type of smooth, Sinjay type of style, first I can say it was her that was leading out the pack at the time, you know what I mean? So she'd now be a veteran artist, a superstar, you know what I mean? Just dominating the music industry.
I see myself as an international artist because, honestly speaking, I knew nothing really about dancehall growing up. I did just love how it sound, and I was in love with Patra and Lady Saw back in the day because they took it to that international level, and I feel like dancehall has a very big impact on not just Jamaica but the world itself, because I mean I've seen it. So I really just want to merge this dancehall flavor that I've developed with this R&B flavor that I've had for years and years, and just really take it to a different level.
Anybody stealing me the paper, oh like Shana, Ryno.
I'm in love with a man, nearly twice my age.
And in the number 4 spot, we have a double, a male and a female, and both of them are from the same camp. And that is Gaza Kim and Blak Ryno.
Amen. Get the boy out of my life.
Now, Gaza Kim was a young, talented female artist, and as you can see at the time, she was just a little girl with a big voice. You know what I mean? She was confident, had a sharp lyrics and fairness attitude. She found herself drawn to dancehall music culture during the heights of the Gully Gaza era. Her breakthrough came when she became associated with the Portmore Empire, the powerful dancehall camp. Now, at the time, Portmore Empire was dominated in Jamaica's music scene, producing stars, controversy, and non-stop street anthem. For Gaza Kim, joining the movement felt like entering a new world. She quickly became known for her bold personality and hardcore melodic style lyrics. Earning the respect in a male-dominated industry, fans admired how she represented the Gaza brand. And from there, she'd appear in songs, numerous stage shows, and her name started to spread across Kingston and beyond, especially among young dancehall artists.
Twice my age.
She no want no idol trophy, idol trophy.
When me I go tell my mother,
tell her me love you forever.
Amen. Me get the boy out of my life.
Oh, you pay the light bill there, phone bill there, the water bill there.
But the dancehall industry is never that simple. Behind the fame were rival, internal tensions, and dangerous street politics. As time passed, rumors of conflict within Portmore Empire started circulating. Difficult stories emerged in the media and on the streets about disagreements, loyalty issues, and power struggles surrounding members of the camp. One of the darkest moments in Gaza Kim's career came when reports surfaced claiming she had been attacked by men allegedly connected to the camp. People surrounding the Gaza movement, the incident became major gossip across Jamaica's entertainment scene. While many fans speculated about what really happened, details remain heavily disputed, with stories changing depending on who told them. The controversy only added the already chaotic image surrounding dancehall at the time. Now on to the next member of the Portmore Empire, we have Blak Ryno. Blak Ryno is a young protege of Vybz Kartel, and with Vybz Kartel giving him that stamp of approval and that co-signed, helped him build up a major buzz with songs like Bite Back, Real Stinger, Thug Anthem, and songs like Win Over.
Anybody stealing me the paper, oh like Shana. I'm telling about these things. When them touch the road, I see dinner.
Ryno, known for his melodic DJ style and hardcore dancehall lyric, Blak Ryno quickly became one of Gaza's most recognizable voice, doing the movement's peak. However, in 2010, his relationship with Vybz Kartel and the Gaza camp fell apart after internal dispute and rumors of betrayal, leading to his public exit from the empire. The fallout sparked controversy across the dancehall community and affected his momentum in the industry, with many fans debating the real reason behind the split. Despite the separation, Blak Ryno has continued releasing music independently over the years and has publicly stated that he still respects Vybz Kartel, showing maturity and growth beyond one of the dancehall most talked about feuds. Now I never really get deep and depth in what really went on behind the scenes between Vybz Kartel, Blak Ryno and Vybz Kartel, and also Gaza Kim, because I already talked about in the video before in Vybz Kartel most savage moments, so you can go ahead and check out that if you want the deep dive into what really went on behind the scenes. Now, what if Gaza Kim never was assaulted and got banished from the Portmore Empire? Will she be here today as we speak? And the answer is yes, because she had real talent. She had a voice that no one else had in the music industry. And I mean, for a small girl at the time, she had a really big voice. And I mean, and she was really talented. And plus, being featured on over 3 Vybz Kartel songs. I'm talking songs like Teenage Pregnancy, where up to today we haven't heard any other songs like that. You know what I mean? And we also talk about songs like Amen, so Gaza Kim would surely be here for sure, you know what I mean, if she wasn't kicked out of the empire and slowed her momentum and had the fans, you know what I mean, shown her the industry really did her bad. You get what I say? Because she's still talented, still putting in the work, but sometimes when you lost her momentum there, sometimes when the fans give up on you before you actually reach, you see me, it's hard to really get that strength there again. You know what I mean? But we want to say, big up to Gaza Kim. You see me, I say, still talented, still a put in the work. As far as Blak Ryno, what if he never fell out with Vybz Kartel? He probably would have there in a position, well, wipe on the position. He probably would have there in a level now where, popcorn would be at. You know what I mean? Because he sounded like no other person. You know what I mean? A lot of people now using the Blak Ryno type of style. You know what I mean? He was the first to really, and the only one to really sound different, be different. You know what I mean? And I always thought it was weird, but it was working for him. Blak Ryno is a really talented youth and one of the first protege of Vybz Kartel. So it's very sad to see how his momentum really slowed up. As I may say, and to be fair, Vybz Kartel and Blak Ryno had secular differences. You know what I mean? And you can see Vybz Kartel called him up on stage a couple of times and they performed together. As I may say, but we all wonder, if, Blak Ryno could have been that giant in the music industry. As I say, with him style, flow, lyrics, and him just uniqueness as a dancehall artist.
Out of merit to the foundation of the music.
The next in line we have the first dancehall superstar, and that is Shabba Ranks. Shabba Ranks took dancehall music from the streets of Kingston to the global mainstream. Now with his commanding voice and his aggressive lyrical style and charismatic stage presence, that made him one of the most influential DJs of his era. By the early 90s, he had become the face of dancehall internationally, opening doors for the future Jamaican stars such as Sean Paul, Shaggy and Beenie Man. Shabba Ranks first gained attention in Jamaica through sound system culture, and his association with legendary DJ Josie Whale. His breakthrough came with songs such as Peeny Peeny, Can't Done and Them Bow, which showcase his gritty dancehall delivery. Over hard-hitting rhythms, producers Bobby Digital, Dix played a major role in shaping Shabba's early success, helping him produce several hits and dominated Jamaican dances and radios. As his popularity grew, Shabba signed with Epic Records in 1989, becoming one of the first dancehall artists to receive strong backing from a major international label. This deal transferred him into a worldwide star with songs like Mr. Loverman, House Call featured Maxi Priest, Chillalula Girls, Ting-a-ling-a-ling, Slow and Sexy, and Respect. All became major crossover hits in the United States, the United Kingdom, and the Caribbean. Mr. Loverman in particular became the signature record and remains one of the biggest dancehall songs ever recorded. Now, one of Shabba's greatest achievement was becoming the first dancehall DJ to win a Grammy Award on his album Raw's Ever and X-Rated. Naked won the Grammy for Best Reggae Album in 1992 and 1993. Respectively, these victories were heroic because they validated dancehall music on the international stage at the time when reggae was still largely associated with roots music and Bob Marley. Despite his enormous success, Shabba Ranks' international career suffered a major setback in 1992 following the controversial comments about homosexuality during an interview on the British television show The Word. While discussing the Boom Bye Bye song by Buju Banton, Shabba made remarks supporting anti-gay views and referenced biblical punishment for homosexual. The backlash was immediate and severe. He was criticized by media organizations and also the LGBTQ advocacy group and international audience. The controversial damage is mainstream image at the time when he was at his peak of his career.
Shabba, are you a Buju Banton fan? What did you think of that piece?
Well, most definitely right now, I'm out of Jamaican. I'll be on the supporting side where all Jamaicans be concerned are people with progress. Well, within this world, you know, people be living the way they feel like they want to live. And if you don't have a free will to move about, you got freedom of speech, freedom of opinion.
But he's got freedom of speech, but his freedom of speech is saying go and shoot gay people. Surely that's wrong.
Well, most definitely right now, from a forfeit the law of God Almighty, you deserve crucifixion. Most definitely. The Bible, I live by the concept of the Bible, which is the righteousness of every human being. And the Bible stated that man should multiply. The multiplication is done by a male and a female.
But that's absolute crap, and you know it.
No, I would never.
You can't advocate people going around shooting other people.
Yeah.
The Bible does not condone shooting people just because of their sexual proclivities.
Let's get on to something lighter, actually.
Well, you can do what you want.
It's, you know, it's almost Christmas, and I getting into something biblical.
It's like boom, bye, bye, in a body boy head.
Now, what if Shabba Ranks had answered that question different or never answered none at all? You know what I mean? Shabba Ranks' run was superb. I don't think there will be, I can't say, I don't think there will be. I don't think after Shabba Ranks we have seen a run like that. You know what I mean? Yes, it was short, but it was also huge, the impact that Shabba Ranks had. We are talking about Shabba Ranks with persons such as Eddie Murphy. Some of the biggest actors are fans of Shabba Ranks. You know what I mean? Shabba Ranks meeting Mandela. Shabba Ranks is the first dancehall international star. What I mean international star with an international impact. You know what I mean? All the rappers in TV shows, everything, Shabba Ranks was the man. You know what I mean? It's shocked to see that people don't give Shabba Ranks his flowers, you know what I mean, these days. But I'm sure if he had answered that question differently, you know, his peak would have been much, much longer. You know what I mean? And probably win a couple more Grammys. You get to me, I say. I mean, enough people would say Shabba Ranks is still a legend, which he is. Enough people would say Shabba Ranks is sort of a king of dancehall, or the emperor, so to speak. You know, he was the first to win a back-to-back Grammy. You know, so that's not normal. So, I want to say salute to Shabba Ranks, salute to the impact we make on dancehall, salute to Shabba Ranks for opening the doors. You know what I mean?
Shabba Ranks disappear with another man.
Yeah. Now, next on the list and last but not least, we have Terro Fabulous.
Action. So we
made the girl them broke out. Show me uno on all original diatic. The Babylonians, baby. She drive the old gangster crazy. Tall African girl, she cool and she black. With a lot of tenderness to make the pedal kick back. Position, hold up the head and cock up your bottom. Hold on on the bed dead and hold some man a play number 2. No man, I never still enough to show.
He's one of the most respected dancehall artists of the 90s. Known for his gritty voice, sharp lyrical flow, and unforgettable collaborations, he became one of the defining figures of Jamaica's golden era of dancehall music. Songs like Action, Position, Number 2, and Gangsta Anthem helped cement his legacy as a dancehall heavyweight. Now in the early 90s, Terro Fabulous began releasing songs such as Gwani Gwani and Dorothy. Fans immediately noticed similarities between his vocal style and that of a Buju Banton, but quickly developed his own identity through aggressive delivery and strong stage presence. Now his major breakthrough came in 1994 with the smash hit Action, a duet with Nadine Sutherland, produced by Dave Kelly on the famous Pepper Seed rhythm. The song exploded internationally and became one of dancehall's most iconic tracks. It even charted in the United States and was later recognized by Vibe magazine as one of the greatest duets ever recorded.
stop playing with my mind.
Oh man, no in a joke when she will want the wine.
Now to speak, Terro Fabulous performed on major stages including Reggae Sunsplash and worked with top producers such as Bobby Digital, Donovan Gurman and Patrick Roberts. Many fans considered him as one of the most talented DJs of his generation because of his unique voice, strong stage presence, and authentic street lyrics. Now to the mid-90s going into the 2000s, Terro Fabulous slowly disappeared from the spotlight. Many fans wondered what happened to such a talented artist. According to interviewers over the years, the dancehall star faced several personal struggles, including health and mental health challenges. In a 2013 interview, he revealed that he had been battling a mental disorder and had been on medication for more than 10 years. He also experienced difficulties within the music industry and personal hardships that affected his career. Reports mention that he struggled with stress rumors and life pressures during the heights of his fame. In other words, many might say, fame was too much for, Terro Fabulous, and some might say a wobia, some might say a witchcraft. Jamaicans stay already. Because around that time, a lot of things were being said, a lot of things were being thrown around by evil, saying that, other artists might cause the downfall of the DJ. Get to me and say, people. But Jamaicans stay, as I said before, you see me? Things have to be put in perspective. When it comes down to things like those, because nothing can just happen by chance, it can just have a mental health issue. Almost some form of wobia. Ja. But what if Terro Fabulous didn't face mental issues and health issues? Some might look at him now as a Buju Banton, as a, the light of a bounty killer. As I say, because that's what his career, the trajectory was going, up. That big voice something there back in those times, the Buju Banton, the Shabba Ranks, those types of artists was pretty much a standout when it comes down to voice, stage presence, performance. And on top of all that, Terro Fabulous had all the hits to back it up. Well, wipe and back it up still. But yeah, man, Terro Fabulous' career would have been a terror for a lot of artists and, Fabulous for himself, him family, him loved ones. You get to me and say, because as I said before, immense potential, immense work put in, tremendous hits after hits after hits. Iconic collaboration, a short and solid career, his run would have been so much longer, and he would have been highlighted, and cemented in the history of dancehall, even though, as I said before, because of his hits, and some of the performance them him deliver, him have a career where, was solid, as I said before, was short-lived, and people seem like them forgot about this DJ, so we have to highlight it. Yes, man, so that is it for now. That's the end of the show. Please get in the comment box and leave in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know if I get anything wrong. Yes, man, and let me know if you want to see more videos like this. I hope I did all the artists in this video justice. Again, I want to say R.I.P. to J. Capri. Rest in peace. Blessed. Condolences to our family. Respect to every artist again on the list. Thanks to everyone who watched until the end of the video. As I said before, leave in the comments down below. Leave a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Tell a friend to join the gang. Fam, watch her now. Banging.
Kaboom! It's Warlord representing what you know. The world I forget the stats, it's what you know, me, and it's Warlord, Skystar leader. Kaboom! What you know.